Hello, I'm Jimmy Becker. Give me a couple of minutes and you'll learn if you should borrow from your 401k. Generally, it's not a good idea, but there are certain circumstances in which it can make sense. Before I explain, let's understand how a 401k loan works. Many 401k plans allow current employees to borrow some percentage of their balance. Your plan will indicate the allowed amount. However, you must pay interest to yourself and make regular payments that typically have a repayment term no longer than 5 years. Again, your plan will indicate the allowed rate and term. And if you leave your employer, you will need to repay the loan in full before you file that year's tax return. Why is it usually a bad idea? First, your 401k plan may charge fees that are more costly than other options. Second, if you don't repay your loan, the IRS will treat the loan as a distribution and you will owe income tax and, in most cases, a penalty on the outstanding amount. This will be costly and you'll have less money saved for retirement. So if you leave your employer, you have no choice but to pay back the loan within a short period. Third, some plans may not allow you to make contributions while you are repaying a loan. That can be costly, especially if your employer offers a match that you're now not receiving. Okay, so when might it make sense? First, if your credit score is poor. There's no credit check when you borrow from yourself, so this may be the only source of credit available to you or the least expensive option. Second, if you have the confidence that your job is secure and you have the ability to consistently repay this loan in a relatively short period. Third, if your employer's plan provides these loans with few administrative fees. And lastly, if you have access to another source of credit in an emergency, even if it is expensive. In that case, you would have somewhere to turn if you were to leave your job and were faced with having to quickly repay the loan in full. In most cases, don't borrow from your 401k if you can avoid it. While it may be tempting, make it your last resort rather than the first place you turn when you need money. Questions about your financial planning? Get in touch.